So I think the MBA at Stern was most useful when you were able to identify sort of bad choices, if that makes sense. I think it's easy, really, whether it's in business school, whether it's pre-business school, certainly, to say, oh, here are like a ton of really cool ideas. Don't they all sound wonderful? And having that filter where you can start going through different ideas and saying, well, a weakness here is it opens us up to, competition. A weakness here is that's not really building on our core strength. A weakness here is just the amount of time and the difficulties we'd have to get through to get this okayed through the politics of this, this company. LIO, by the way, was very helpful. I think those are the different understanding where projects and attempts can kind of fall flat, and then either knowing how to prevent against that or realizing maybe you just shouldn't go down that avenue right now. I think that was where the education was most valuable.
I definitely felt that the MBA helped me with, in securing this job on two fronts. One is that, as I wanted the more quantitative knowledge coming into my MBA, and Stern has definitely provided me with that. And at Spotify, one of the reasons they've hired me is because they know that I can do the marketing, the qualitative side of marketing, but I can also do the quant side. I can do the financial regression if I needed to. I don't love it, but I can do it. Of course, on the second hand is that connection and that network that I was able to develop within Stern. I was able to meet the Stern alumni there. I was able to meet people who also interviewed for Spotify, and just get an into the company.
So I think the MBA experience was very, very helpful and very relevant to what I did at Amazon. On the core courses side, marketing, strategy, accounting, and corporate finance were the key courses that helped me work through the project. On the elective side, and I'd say this for overall the role itself, the tech product management course was extremely helpful because it puts you in that customer-based, use case-based mindset of how to think about products going forward. And a lot of the things that we learned in these classes, I was able to directly apply in my internship.
The CAN course was definitely really helpful through the program to help me with my internship. The different speakers that Professor Lieberman brought in, and also just kind of hearing his own knowledge and expertise on the entertainment industry was really helpful. It made me feel really prepared for my internship, and kind of thinking about the different positions that are out there within entertainment and kind of how to think about the industry itself.
So for this internship over at Hulu in their business development and distribution department, the most valuable class by far was business development in media and entertainment with Josh Walker. But that's because what he talked about, which was really sort of packaging a deal for distribution between a content company and a distributor, that was exactly what my department did. So actually, I think some of the people that I worked with actually knew of him.
Now, there were several other courses such as television management and movie marketing, which kind of helped me with the lexicon that entertainment people use in their daily life. So I was never left out in a conversation. I always knew what they were talking about.
Movie marketing was really great because you come up with a film and then you have to develop an entire marketing strategy for it. It's lots of fun. Classes that were useful but painful include all of Professor Damodaran's classes, corporate finance and valuations, which I'm taking right now. It's painful, but it's very useful. It's definitely something that really teaches you what finance is all about. And people come to you every time I mention Stern, they're like, "Oh my God, you guys have Professor Damodaran," and that's everybody. Everybody just talks about him.
I think the core analytics and finance courses are really useful just because they help you understand what the lexicon is and how they're actually used in a business. So things like corporate finance, although my role was not really in a finance department role, but just understanding how people model cash flows from each project really helped me in my internships when I was doing financial modeling for them.
Beyond that, I think strategy and corporate finance were both incredibly important. Just again, in terms of giving you frameworks, and at least for me, with a very non-business background, a really strong framework and perspective on how to approach problems and evaluate whether something makes sense or it doesn't.